Hey everybody, Craig Collins here. I'm going to be out enjoying the nice day outside here momentarily, but I just wanted to make this video update. For those of you who don't know, I've been trying to lose weight since the beginning of the year. About January 4th or 5th, I weighed in at 254 pounds, and my goal was to get down to 215 and then eventually get down to 200. And once I got to 200, maintain it for a little bit. So in total, I wanted to lose about 50 pounds. I still want to lose 50 pounds. That's not a was, but my goal before spring break, which is coming up here, was to get down under 230. I just got back from the gym and weighed in at just under 229 pounds. I think the official weight was 228.5. And which means I've lost just over 25 pounds since I started this thing back in January, which of course, as you can imagine, I'm really excited about that. And past couple of weeks, people have been asking me, hey, why are you doing this? Why now? Why have you made this decision? And I just wanted to give some insight into that. First of all, I did it for me. I'm doing it for me. I've been thinking about it for a while. It's something that I've wanted for a while, but I've just kind of put it off. I've procrastinated it. I've just been like, oh, I'll get it later, or I've tried it, and I was a kid, in high school. In high school, I was a kid with not a lot of self-esteem. I got picked on because of my weight, and I didn't think I could do it. I thought that there was no way I was going to be able to, lose weight, the way I wanted to, and I didn't think I could do it, from stuff like that. And then once I got into college, I didn't think I had time. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to, hit the gym, and as much as I need to do, and so I was like, there's no way I can be able to do it. But 2011 wasn't, the best year for me. Beginning of the year, around middle of February, something very bad happened in my personal life that wasn't a huge deal, but it devastated. It didn't devastate me. That's a little bit of an exaggeration. It put me into a little bit of a rut, and that rut just kind of carried on throughout the rest of the year. I got an internship. That was a nice break over the summer. But then, once I got back to school, things were going well, but I still wasn't getting what I wanted out of my social life and as me personally, out of my personal life. And I was like, maybe it's time finally to make that change. I mean, 2012 is the year that the Mayans predicted the world was going to end. So whether you believe that or not, I mean, hey, if you're going to change it, it might as well be that, right? So I was like, maybe I should do it this time. Maybe this is the year that I turn things around and make some changes. And so, yeah, like I said, I wanted to change the way things were in my life. And then once I started, of course, a lot of people, people say they're going to try to do what I'm doing every year. And sometimes that doesn't pan out. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't pan out. It doesn't work out. But people are posting Facebook statuses and tweets like, oh, why, I can't wait till all these people are out of the gym and all this stuff. Like, and I took that personally because, like I said, I've given up on this a few times. So, and I thought that might have been me. And so I posted some, retraction, and I posted some reaction statuses, and basically wrote a check, and I had to make sure I cashed it. And plus, I wanted to prove it to myself that I could do it, that I could finally, pull myself up and be able to do what I wanted to do. So it was because of that. So that was the first reason I did it for me. And then, and going back to like me not thinking I got enough out of my social life, I also thought for a while people I felt were judging me because of my weight and putting me down because of my weight. And for a long time I was like, what? Why should I have to change to make people happy? Why should I have to change the way I look, change the way I act, change what my habits are just to make people like me? And of course you want to believe what your parents and your family say. Oh, they're just jealous if they pick on you, and that was kind of my mindset for a while. But then like I said, I got into that rut, and and my social life wasn't going the way I wanted it to, and I was like, maybe, and this is just the way I think, there's probably holes in this theory, but, this is just the way my mind works. It works in mysterious ways. I thought maybe the reason why, people, aren't respecting me and I am not getting the most out of my social life is because people look at me, this kid who's big, doesn't have self-control, doesn't look like he has self-respect. So if he doesn't have self-respect, why should we respect him? And that's how I thought maybe that they thought of me. Maybe they, whether it was a girl I was trying to impress or a group, or my friends that I was trying to impress or other people that I wanted to impress. Maybe the reason why they didn't respect me was because they thought I didn't respect myself. So I was like, maybe if I turn things around and show people that I'm dedicated to this and I can change and be a new person, then maybe they might respect me. And it's not all. I mean, I didn't just do this because oh I need. I don't know. I'm getting caught up on my words here, but what I mean basically is I thought maybe it was they didn't respect me because I didn't respect myself. So I was like, that may be the key for me to get the change that I want. Is what I'm trying to say. And then the last part, once I got started on this, I got a lot of support, especially from my family and from my fraternity brothers. And I want to give a shout out to them, my brothers. If you don't know that I'm in a fraternity, I'm in Fiji, Phi Gamma Delta, and a lot of my brothers were coming up to me and being like, what did you do today? How was the stat bike today? And then also they'd be like, hey, did you work out today? And if I told them no, I would feel bad. I'd be like, maybe I'm letting them down. And that's the third reason. I don't want to let you guys down. That's the last thing I want to do. And that's kind of the other force that's driving me. And now that I've come this far, I'm like, if I don't finish this, if I don't, drive the dagger into this, spare tire, then, I'm letting you guys down. So that's kind of the third reason I'm doing this. And you know what? And it's not just about the physical stuff anymore. I've noticed over these past 2 months that I'm a lot more optimistic. I'm not. I'm feeling better about myself. I'm feeling more confident. I mean, you don't understand it until you like run up the three flights of stairs to my room at the Fiji house and you're not winded. That was a big, victory for me when people ask what your shirt size are when, groups are getting shirt sizes and you're not worried about, saying, whatever size you are. That's the kind of a day I look forward to. Just like those little things that you look forward to. And I kind of just to kind of get to the point of this video, and I know it's taken me about 7 minutes to get through it, but I just wanted to make this video and kind of conclude with this. And I know it's cheesy, bear with me, but I just want to let you guys know that you can do it, because if I can do it, you can do it. That's kind of my mantra here, because I didn't think I could, and then now that and then I started, and then now I am. And I mean, I'm not saying it's over, because I still have 30 pounds left that I have to lose. But I just wanted to give you guys some insight into how I think and why I'm doing this whole weight loss thing. So with that, thanks for watching this. I don't, if you got anything out of this, if you didn't get anything out of this, I mean, hopefully I just gave you a little bit of insight, but hopefully you got something out. Like I said, I want you guys to know that you can do it. I know that as cheesy as that sounds, you guys can do it. I've come a long way, and you guys can too. So with that, everybody, have a good rest of your week. For us BSU students, have a good spring break, and I'll see you guys later, and have a good day.